both African and Asian elephants. Now go due south to St. Lucie County. Animal conservationists there will tell you chimps are king of the jungle, or at least they are at the Save the Chimps Sanctuary in Fort Pierce. It is recognized as the world's largest chimpanzee sanctuary, providing lifelong care for chimps rescued from biomedical research laboratories. For these chimps, security and brighter days are theirs. Visitors and residents alike agree. The call of the wild is loud and strong on Florida's Treasure Coast. Welcome to the Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline community. A closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore.
The Indian River Lagoon, said to be one of the world's most diverse estuaries, is also a Salt Marshes coastal waterway. The many spoil islands along the river were created when the waterway was dredged. Most are available for recreational activities. However, care must be taken to preserve delicate seagrass beds, and public access is discouraged on a number of islands to allow for bird nesting. Care must also be taken to avoid manatees that frequent the area. Whether fishing, birdwatching, or out for a day of cruising, the Indian River Lagoon is one of the major attractions of the Treasure Coast.
Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore. Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore. Satisfy your cultural appetite on Florida's Treasure Coast, a mecca for the fine arts. World-renowned musicians, artists, artisans, and actors are drawn here like metal to a magnet. Self-expression, enrichment, and quality entertainment are encouraged, kindled, nourished, and enjoyed.
Tucked away in a residential neighborhood off 15th Street is Charles Park, one of the most popular neighborhood parks in Indian River County. The main feature of Charles Park is the half-mile-long walking trail that meanders under majestic oaks and provides a perfect venue for walkers and joggers. The trail also features numerous fitness stations for a well-rounded workout. Charles Park also plays host to a popular children's playground with numerous swing sets and slides. Nearby picnic pavilions make it a popular spot for children's birthday parties and other family gatherings. A sand-filled volleyball court awaits those who like to spike and dig their way to a good time. 2 tennis courts also allow players to enjoy a set or two in a peaceful wooded setting. Located between 20th and 27th Avenues on 15th Street, Charles Park is open from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. and has proven to be a popular spot for recreation in Indian River County.
Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore. Stewart on shore. This area earns its nickname from the vast number of sunken ships off our coast, dating back to the age of New World discovery and exploration. These wooden vessels centuries later yield treasures from the ocean floor, but this stretch of the Atlantic coast is today home to modern man-made treasures and a tranquil quality of life you'll want to discover for yourself while visiting Florida's Treasure Coast. To the Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore.
Indian River County history is on display at the Vero Beach Railroad Station. Located at 2336 14th Avenue, the station was originally a stop on the Florida East Coast Railway. It was purchased by the Historical Society in 1984 for $1 and opened in 1987 for visitors after being moved from its original site. The centerpiece of the museum is a display featuring a model train traveling through Indian River County as it was near the turn of the century. Models of historic buildings and old photographs recreate times past as an audio tape guides visitors on their imaginary journey. Other exhibits include displays of natural history, both current and prehistoric, Indian artifacts, train memorabilia, industry, and agriculture, as well as Indian River County's contribution to the war years. The museum is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays from September through May. Admission is free. For more information, call 778-3435.
Treasure Coast Travel Guide.